All right, it's hump day, halfway through the week, but when it comes to the entertainment world, nothing ever really slows down.
That is true. And here to discuss what's buzzing in Hollywood is Josh McBride, TV host and entertainment expert. Josh, welcome to the show. Always love having you.
Great to be here. And for a hump day, we've got some interesting stories.
Yeah, well, first let's start with Alex Trebek. I mean, the Jeopardy host giving fans an update on his health. He's been dealing with pancreatic cancer, stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And while he remains hopeful and optimistic, he admits that he's been struggling with it and even talked about giving up his life over his cancer treatment.
Yeah, he's been going through it. I think we have a little bit of video to show on this.
Now, I'd be lying if I said the journey had been an easy one. There were some good days, but a lot of not so good days. I joked with friends that the cancer won't kill me, the chemo treatments will. There were moments of great pain, days when certain bodily functions no longer functioned, and sudden massive attacks of great depression that made me wonder if it really was worth fighting on.
Yeah.
So feel for him, and he's so honest and open about it.
Yeah, so honest, so open, and I feel like there's some truth to him of just, you can see right through him and how he's really battling this stage 4 pancreatic cancer. So he goes on to talk about how he's had extreme bouts of depression. You saw right there that the chemo, he's saying, is going to be the reason that it kills him, not the cancer itself. He even goes on to say, it makes me wonder if it was really worth fighting for. So last May, it was revealed that the tumors had shrunk by more than 50%. So he's been kind of dealing with this for a minute now. But in September, they decided he was going to go back and start more chemo. I think one thing that was really keeping him up, alive, excited, was they had that greatest of all time Jeopardy tournament where they brought back all those great contenders.
Very exciting.
And that really, I think, I'm sure made him excited. What's so great about this whole thing is it is bringing light to Alex. You know, he's been on air for so long now, and it is bringing him so much light and some fun to that. Through April now, you can't even get tickets to go see Jeopardy,
I bet.
which is really exciting. Alex says that there's a 2-year survival rate now. There's usually the 1-year survival rate is at 18%. The 2-year survival rate is at 7%. Having a conversation with his pancreatic doctor, who told him we will be celebrating in 1 year from now, so 2 years down the road.
Something to celebrate for sure.
I feel really hopeful because even just seeing the footage, I know you can't just go off of physicality alone, especially when you're battling something as tough and challenging as cancer. But he looks a lot healthier this time around than in the last announcement that he made. And I'm sure having the support of his audience and his fans can help. But I really applaud him for having the bravery to come out and really share this experience with the general public, because especially when you're doing something that is this taxing on your health, that's definitely a decision to be weighed, right?
Yeah, and there's so many of us that really think of Alex Trebek as a friend, that we welcome him into our home every night, and so many homes. I mean, the ratings for Jeopardy are stellar and stay stellar along with Wheel of Fortune. So I think a lot of us think of Alex Trebek as invincible, and he's always going to be there because we see him every night. I mean, as a kid, I watched him, and as an adult, my parents still watch him. And he's always there, and he's almost like always there for us, like our TV dad that we all had growing up. So I'm happy that he is staying positive at this point. I'm happy that he's getting the attention that he deserves, that Jeopardy is getting the attention that it deserves. I'm happy that people are filling out that audience to clap for him and be excited for him. So this, for me, really warmed my heart.
And bringing attention to pancreatic cancer as well, because as we know, the location of the pancreas in the body, it can be hard to even detect symptoms of cancer in this region. So I think the fact that he is coming out about it has shed a light on this cancer.
Right. And, you know, we've got some other news to get to, too, some pretty alarming news. For 90s babies, Britney Spears may be done performing for good.
Say it ain't so.
I'm trying to say it ain't so. Last night, we found out a little more. Now, I want to preface this. There's really 2 points to this whole story. So Kevin Federline and Britney's son, Jaden, went on his Instagram Live.
Wait, how old is he?
I think he's in his early teens now.
Oh my gosh, I feel
it's been a minute.
old.
Right,
I know.
right. I had a Britney Spears theme bar mitzvah, so don't get me started. Went on his Instagram Live, making it clear that he's spending more time with his dad, Kevin, and how he's going to visit her, as in his mother, in a couple weeks, spending a lot more time with his dad. Then someone asked about Grandpa Jamie Spears. Now, you remember Jamie Spears because he kind of ran her career for a very long time until Britney cut him off. Jaden doesn't really have a lot of nice things to say about his grandfather. He said he's a pretty big phallic symbol. You can figure that out. And he can go die. Sean,
Wow.
Jaden's older brother, last year got into an argument and a physical altercation with the grandpa itself. You do remember that Jamie was the runner, really, of Britney's career.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the kicker on this whole story. So on his Instagram Live, someone asked Jaden if his mother is going to put out or produce more music. And he said basically that we may never hear her again. The quote actually was, I haven't seen her doing a lot of music at all. I remember one time I asked her, Mom, what happened to your music? And she was like, I don't know, honey. I think I might just quit it. He went on to say, what? You know how much bank you can make off that stuff? Really recognizing that she's well, no shade, but the moneymaker between Kevin Federline and Britney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Britney Spears is a national treasure. She has given enough back to the pop culture community.
Right.
She needs a break if it's for her mental health.
This is it. This is
Yeah.
it. And this is the first hiccup we've really seen coming out of the Spears family since 2007 when she shaved her head. So not bad. She's had a good run.
Josh
And on
McBride,
that
thank
note-
you so much for joining us
Thanks
today.
a lot. Sure
thing,
Always
guys.
fun.